Hey, how's it going? Welcome. In this video, I read, I'm gonna say 2 books, okay? I'm gonna say it's 2. To put things into context a little bit as well, I've been in a bitch of a reading slump, okay? A bitch of a reading slump. It has made me unhappy, to be honest. Like, I'm very unhappy. I'm unhappy, Tiffany. I need to come up with like another name for like a woman or for somebody who's like non-binary, like Tiffany. There's a girl in my school named Tiffany, and I didn't like her. And I don't think she liked me. I have been in a reading slump, and I, to be honest with you, have not read anything for like 3 weeks. Or like at the beginning of this vlog, I hadn't read anything for like 3 weeks. And I'm tired. I'm tired of it. I just want to read things, you know, and not feel like shit about it. Do you know what I mean? This vlog is just me trying to get out of my reading slump and being somewhat successful. Somewhat. Now, in case you're like, what books did you read? Okay, let's talk about a few of them. I think I did start the vlog, and I think I was reading What Lies Beneath the Woods, or What Lies in the Woods, or something. I was reading that. I haven't finished it yet. I'm doing Gabby Reads' book club at the end of this month, at the end of March. And then I figured, okay, I'll pick up this book, which is The Encyclopedia of Fairies, right? So stunning book. And I got that far into it, then decided to DNF it just because like I liked it. It was fine, but I wasn't crazy about it. By the way, this is basically about this like researcher who like goes to this village. She's like grumpy, and she's like not like the most personable person in the world, and this village is like mama, you know, but she's looking for fairies. That's really all I know about it. After I DNF'd that, I was like, okay, what else? Maybe I could read Flowers Over the Inferno by Illyria Tutti. Somebody on TikTok was like, this book is so good. This book is wild. And I was like, okay. So I bought it after I DNF'd this book. I was like, I should read something wild and crazy. And so I thought, I'll read this. And this is basically about this like older woman. She's probably like 50 or 60 years old. And she's like a detective. And she's been assigned to this case. People are dying. People are being murdered. She has to figure out the mystery. But then also to add to it, to make it even more spicy, Miss Girl is dealing with Alzheimer's or dementia, and it's horribly sad, but then also so fucking cool. Like, she's such a badass, I'm telling you. So I read this, and at the end of the vlog, and technically I haven't finished this yet, but I did start Naomi Booth's Sealed, which is about like apocalypse / pandemic situation where people are sealing up, and we're following a pregnant woman. So if you can get context clues from that, those are the books I read. I hope you enjoyed this reading vlog. I'm sorry if it's more vlog than it is like reading, but anyway, I am also in this vlog moving, or starting to move, and I did go furniture shopping, and then I also started packing up boxes and stuff, so that's also part of the vlog. Anyway, okay, I'll see you at the end. Enjoy. Bye. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Okay, bye. Hi, welcome to this weekly reading vlog. Today is Monday the 13th. Just to like catch you up on what's been going on with me. I'm moving in about 4 weeks to a new place. I'm moving into my own 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment. I know, she's like fancy. It's like no big deal. It's like whatever. That's what's new with me. And then also I have not been reading like at all. Like I've literally just been not reading. I figured what I want to do is I want to create weekly vlogs from now until probably the end of April. So I think in total I'm going to upload about 6 to 7 different vlogs between now and the end of April to really capture the full process of me moving and the process of me packing and arriving and unpacking and setting up and everything else like that. What I think I'm going to start reading is actually this book, which I'm reading for my Patreon, which by the way, if you want to join my Patreon, you totally can, because also on the Patreon, I'm setting up a readathon and preparing for a readathon that I'm gonna do specifically on my Patreon. It's gonna be the Spooky Smart Bitch Light readathon. It's gonna be like really skinny and like no calories whatsoever, or carbs even. It's just like a little diet Spooky Smart Bitch. So that's gonna be going on at the end of April. So if you wanna join the Patreon to be part of the readathon, or we're gonna do a shit ton of reading sprints, I'm gonna ask a few booktubers to join. I might also ask the patrons themselves to join the reading sprints. I don't know. It's gonna be crazy, it's gonna be fun. I've already created like the prompts and the promo material, and literally it's all stunning. I can't wait. Excuse my cat, he's on his crinkly bed, which he loves. I'm also thinking about doing maybe like a 12-hour reading sprint or something. I think that could be fun. Something to like really challenge me. So yeah, but anyway, so for the Patreon, we are reading in this month, March, Our Wives Beneath the Sea by Julia Armfield. So I think what I want to do is start reading this, maybe, because tomorrow the Pinata audiobook comes out and I want to start reading that. I really just want to get out of this reading slump that I'm in, so I'm hoping that this helps that, and I hope that Pinata helps that. I'm also thinking that I'm going to start packing tonight or today. I'm going to try to pull out some boxes, and then also this like huge bin that I have that I originally moved to this city with 10 years ago. I'm gonna put some of my books in there. I think I have 2 of them, to be honest. I think I have 2, and I think I'm gonna put my books in them because I am hiring movers. For anyone who's curious, moving is expensive. It's so expensive. Let's go back actually. So I had called a moving company like a few days ago. I had gotten a quote and he said, I'll send you the contract and then you just need to send us the deposit. And I was like, chill dude, cool, let's do it. So then he doesn't email me the contract. And then the next day he calls me and he's like, you need to send us the deposit. And I was like, Phil, you didn't send me the contract. So how about you send me the contract? I'll read that over and maybe sign it, and then I'll send you the deposit. And he was like, yeah, no, of course, of course. And that itself was just really sketchy to me, and I just like really didn't like that. Now I'm going through a different company that's a bit more expensive, but my roommate has used them before and she really, really loved their service. So I'm going to be using them. Called them, we talked about what I had exactly and like everything or whatever. And so then she sent me the contract, I looked it over, I signed it, and then I sent them the deposit. So that is basically all scheduled already. I bought tenant's insurance as well, which is something that I had to do for the apartment that I'm moving into. And then I also have my electricity that I've also had signed up, which I've never had to do before, to be honest. Like I've never had to like set up my own utilities. And so that was stressful, to be honest. The only thing I have left to do is, oh, and then I also today paid the pet fee, which was $300, $150 per cat, because I'm only taking 2 of them, by the way, for anyone wondering. I'm taking 2 of the cats. I'm taking Money and then I'm taking Bug. And with the apartment, it's $150 flat fee for each cat, and then that's it. I'm really thankful for that because I really didn't want to pay like a monthly fee, like $25 per cat, like because like $50 extra a month, it's just the worst. So I'm glad that I can just like pay it up front and not worry about it. All I have left to do for preparing before I move in is the internet. I need to pick a provider and I need to get everything like set up for it, but I still do have time. I do have time, so I'm not going too crazy. But I really wanted to get the tenant's insurance and the utilities set up before anything else, because it was like really like making me anxious. So I'm glad that that's over. And as well with the moving company, like I'm glad that that's all set up. I have the day, I have the time. I'm moving on April 7th at 8:30 in the fucking morning, which is a nightmare. I think I'm gonna make something to eat maybe, and then I'm gonna maybe start pulling out the bins that I have. Sir, literally, if I'm just sitting here not talking anything, he doesn't move. He does not move. But the moment I start talking to the camera, he's like, I need to make my presence known. Like, it's honestly so rude. Anyway, moving is stressful and a nightmare, but I'm also so excited. Can I just talk about that for a second? How absolutely fucking excited I am to move into my own place, to live alone. It's gonna be so fucking good, because like living with a roommate, I love my roommate, she's great. It's just this thing of like, we're constantly around each other. And with me, because I work from home, I can't even imagine for her, like I'm never gone. I'm always here. So like, I think it's gonna be really good for her because I think she's really gonna like sort of having her own space and stuff. And then for me, I really want to decorate and be creative in my own space. And I also want to be able to film and edit and, you know, do all kinds of shit whenever I want. And I think with my own space, my YouTube channel is gonna go from like here to like fucking here, bitch. Like it's gonna get so much better because I'm gonna have so much more creative freedom with like not only how my space looks and like the shooting conditions, but also in the amount of time that I can spend filming is going to drastically increase. So I'm really excited. I'm so excited. So excited. And I'm also excited to have like an actually nice kitchen. Like no offense to my roommate in her house. I'm excited to have like a nice kitchen. So anyway, I'm gonna eat something and I'm gonna start listening to this on audiobook. And I'll see you later, okay? But it's so good to see you. I've missed this, honestly. The moment I start talking to the camera, I just feel like I'm at home. So I've missed you. I hope you're doing well. Okay, I just walked up all the flights of stairs with this bin. So I have this bin and then I have 2 more bins inside of it. So I'm gonna start packing my books. And then also I have a second bin that's similar to this, but just like longer and not as deep. So I really think actually, now that I'm looking at the bins, there's bug. I feel like I could probably fit all of my books in them. This is my manga. That's my cat trying to get into the bin. There's more over here. I was trying to sell a good portion of my manga. I only sold some, not a lot, but this is my manga. And then I also have just regular books over here. I'm so sorry, my tripod is a piece of shit. And I hope you can hear me because the mic is facing the wrong way. But I'm gonna start packing books into these bins. Look at me, I'm so productive, oh my God. Hi, happy Tuesday. The heater just turned on, of course it did. So I wanted to update you, let you know that I have not read a single goddamn thing. I have not read anything, nothing. Zip, zada, zilch. I am in a slump and like I cannot stop myself from just watching TikTok. Like I think to myself, like you should read so that you can create content. And then I'm just like, but what if I didn't, you know? And I think the issue really is that I'm doing it for content versus just doing it because I want to, you know? And that's the problem with being like a booktuber is like, is that you're reading not for your own enjoyment or pleasure. You can't just read things mindlessly. It always has to be in this critical mode. You constantly have to be thinking about what you're gonna say about the book while you're like, so like while you're reading, you can't even just like enjoy reading it because you're trying to formulate what you're gonna say in the future. I think what it is, and I'm gonna be honest with you, Jonathan and Brittany and Trevor, I feel like I'm falling out of love. I think my cat's gonna sneeze. He's got like a cold. It's really sad. I feel bad for him. Yeah, he sneezed. I feel like I'm like falling out of love with reading. And I think the issue is this. And yet I can't not do this because this is my my job. This is what I'm committing myself to. This is what I've spent the last like 2-3 years getting good at, you know what I mean? So I can't just stop. So I need to find a way to get back into reading, because it's been like 3 weeks since I've read really anything and enjoyed it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's been 3 weeks and I feel like I never want to read again, but then I also feel like all I want to do is read again. So today the Pinata audiobook becomes available because the book came out, and I got the audiobook, and then I came upstairs and I was looking for my copy and I literally can't fucking find it. I literally can't fucking find it, and it annoys me so much, because I'm literally like, okay, I'm ready to read, let's read, and I can't fucking find the book, Tiffany. I can't fucking find it. So I have the audiobook, but I don't want to just like listen to the audiobook. I want the book so that I can follow along. But I can't find it. So now I'm just like annoyed. I'm just like fucking annoyed. So I'm thinking like I can't read that because it's not the perfect conditions, because that's how that thing works, you know? And so I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do then? And then I remembered that I bought this book recently, and then I wanted to give it a read, and that is Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. It's a very pretty book. Might start reading this, and I might also, by the way, I went to the store like weeks ago, and they had all this really cute stuff for like really cheap, including like these washi tapes. So cute. Oh, also it's like tissues. So cute. I'm literally transitioning from like rant to like book. Now we're doing like a haul, apparently. Welcome to my channel. Okay, they also had these, and like I thought they were so fucking cute, and I thought, how cute would it be if I used these for like my espresso like b-roll moments. Again, like I'm thinking like a little filmmaker, but they're so cute, and they were like $1.50. I was like, that's literally a steal. But like, look at that. And it has like a little brown handle. How cute is that? Just like a little like espresso cup. Oh, so cute. So I'm gonna use these. I think I'm going to save them for my new apartment. Like I'm just gonna keep them wrapped up. But I'm so excited to use them and for them to be just like so cute, just like little aesthetic moment. Because I cannot find the physical copy of Pinata, I'm gonna start this. I'm gonna start it right now, and I'm going to, I think, also annotate the book with this washi tape. I might actually just use 1 or 2 of these, maybe not both. Maybe I'll use like these ones. Actually, these ones are kind of cuter. I'm also gonna eat something because I haven't really eaten anything today. That's probably also not helping my mood. Also I was on Facebook Marketplace. There's this girl, she's not that far away from me. She's selling like moving boxes for like super cheap. So I think around like 6:37, I'm gonna go pick up some moving boxes, because I'm realizing that I can't necessarily put my books in these like giant bins because they are ungodly in their weight. Like they're so fucking heavy. Like the manga's chill. It's fine because like it's not that heavy. I can lift it no problem. But I put the books in a slightly bigger bin and I can't even lift it. Like it's so heavy. So I think I need to get more boxes so that I can put the books in more boxes, and then I think I'll put everything else I own in the big bin. Honestly, the main thing that I own is my books. Like I don't own that much stuff besides books, you know? Like that's the majority of the things I own. Like I don't have that many clothes. I don't have that many shoes. I don't have that much kitchen stuff. I don't have that much furniture. Like I have my bed, I have this chair, I have this sectional downstairs. Oh, and 2 dressers, that's it. Anybody who's wondering, I'm unfortunately not taking this with me. Does my hair look crazy? I think it does. Who cares? For anyone wondering, I am not going to be taking this with me because I'm moving into an apartment and I don't think they would appreciate me drilling holes into their walls. So unfortunately, I will be leaving behind the built-ins, these like stunning wall shelves. Instead, my roommate and I, because I owe her money, because she was accidentally paying for my Audible subscription for like a year. Because I owe her money, we're basically trading this, and then also she's letting me have the mic full time. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go because this has been so long and I'm very thirsty and I want to start this. Okay, bye.
This is Audible.
Penguin Random House Audio presents Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, Book 1 of the Emily Wilde series.
I went and got some boxes. If you think to yourself, yeah, it'll be fine, I can for sure carry 15 to 20 large boxes. I'm here to tell you right freaking now, you cannot. It took me like 3 to 4 trips to get all these boxes inside because they're fucking heavy and I didn't realize it'd be so heavy. Just, you know, do as I say, not as I do. So I have all of these boxes now, and I think I'm going to start packing my books. There are about like 15 or 16. I don't know if it's going to be enough. I think it will be. And then in case anybody was wondering, I have this bin that I'm going to put, I think, just the rest of my stuff in. I'm gonna put literally everything else besides my books into this bin. Not this, I don't know why that's there, but this. So that's the plan. And then hopefully my books will all fit into these boxes. So I'm gonna take a few upstairs, and then I think I'm also going to start packing, like I said, but I think I'm also going to listen to the audiobook for Encyclopedia of Fairies as well while I'm packing, because I think that could be kind of calming, kind of nice. So I'm going to do that. Okay, let's go. Let's start taking these boxes. I'm just going to grab just 2 of them and we'll just go up the stairs. So cute. No! Damn it. Buongiorno. It is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. How are you? It is currently about 3:30 in the afternoon. I've been just relaxing for the morning. In the afternoon, I'm about to do reading sprints with my patrons on Patreon. I did get 50 pages into Encyclopedia Fairies. I like it, but it's not capturing me. Like I'm not feeling the vibe. I'm not feeling the moment. There's no juice. Do you know what I mean? I'm parched. So I'm gonna DNF it. For now, I'm gonna go back to it eventually when I'm not feeling like so slumpy. But I think I'm gonna start something different, something new. I think I'm gonna choose Flowers over the Inferno by Ilaria Tutti. This is translated from the Italian. I saw somebody on TikTok raving about this. They like loved it. So I bought it. And now I'm like, you better fucking work, bitch. I just want so badly for this reading slump to be over because I'm tired of it. I'm done with it. I think also a part of the problem, and like this is just between you and I, is TikTok. I need to delete that fucking app. It's nothing good. It is nothing, like it's entertaining, don't get me wrong, but it's bad. It's bad for me. I need to actually delete it. Let me do it right now. Let me do it so I can be, you know, responsible and so I can be held accountable. Is it gone? It's gone. I'm not going to re-download it either. I'm not going to, because at night when I'm trying to like get ready for bed, trying to wind down, my habit has been that I'll go on my phone, open TikTok, and scroll for like 2 or 3 hours. Like, that's my fucking routine, Linda. And I know, like, deep in my heart, like, this isn't good. This isn't good. Not only that, there's like also this guilt where I'm like, you should be reading. Like, reading is your fucking job. Read something. Oh, hi, money. Yes, I know. But I also think, and like, this is barely a reading vlog. This is more like a vlog. I'm so sorry if you're like, where's the reading? Where you said reading vlog, was the reading silent? Like, what do you mean? Where's the reading? I get it. I think what it is, and this is something that my therapist told me, and the moment she said this, like, I have used it so many different points in my life because it makes sense for why I behave in certain ways. But she said to me, obligation breeds resentment. And I think that's what's happening with me and my reading. Is like, I feel like it's an obligation. I feel like I have to. And so I don't want to because I resent it. Do you know what I mean? And I think that also ties into me feeling like I don't like reading as much as I used to. What I'm really hoping for and what I really want to happen, Tiffany, is I want to read something that's like a 5-star book or like a 4-star book, and I want to be completely engrossed in it. I want to feel like I can't put it down. I remember being a kid, and I don't know if anybody else like had this kind of thing. I'm sure you did. You're all bookish. Like, of course you did. But like, I remember being a kid and reading books and like just devouring them and like feeling like I couldn't sleep until I had read every single page. Like, I remember multiple times just like staying up so late with like my tiny little book light and just reading for hours in bed. And I want that back. I want to get that back. Maybe this reading vlog should be like how to break your slump, or like how to get out of a slump. What I'm also gonna Google how to get out of a reading slump. Actually, wait, let me do that right now. 12 tips to get out of a reading slump by Beanstack. Beanstack? Ew. Okay, join a book club. I'm already part of a book club, so that's not gonna work. Revisit a favorite book. I've had this line of advice given to me a few times by a few people. I think if this is a bust, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pick up a book that I know I love. I'm thinking honestly about reading A Simple Plan again, because it's just been in my mind a lot lately. Explore reading lists. I haven't done that. I should try that. Ask friends or teachers for recommendations. I've asked a lot of you for recommendations, and a lot of you really have come through. Like, so many people have given me recommendations, and I'm really, really thankful. Try a different genre. I already read so many genres. Get ideas from favorite subjects. Oh, so like if you're really into cooking, like read about cooking. Okay, that's cool. Try a reading challenge. Read a few pages of different books. I might also try that if this turns out to be a bust. Read a short book. This is pretty short. The audiobook is about 9 hours, I think. Go for a graphic novel. I might also try that. Or try reading like manga or something. But I did also pack my manga. Excuse my messy room. I change up the reading environment. That could also be interesting, to change up the reading spot. Where else could I read that? I could try The Office, maybe. I don't read The Office very often. Explore different reading formats. Stay positive. No matter your age or ability level, the dreaded reading slump can happen to adults and kids alike. Okay, that wasn't bad. We have an idea of things that we can try to get out of this reading slump. Hopefully something fucking works, because it's been like almost 2 weeks, more than 2 weeks, and I'm tired. I'm tired, Tiffany. I just want to read something and actually enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to read something and feel like I'm not like just withering away like a pile of dust. I'm very dramatic. Anyway, so yeah, I think I'm gonna start this during our reading sprints on the Patreon. By the way, also, yesterday I announced to the patrons officially the Spooky Smart Bitch Light Readathon. I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna make more coffee. I will see you soon. I'll keep you updated if anything happens. Okay? I've just read basically like the prologue for Flowers Over the Inferno. And I have questions. So basically, there's this woman, she's walking through what seems to be this like abandoned building, or this building that has gone through different stages. And she goes into this room that she calls the Hive. But before she goes in, she puts this thing over her face so that she can't really see that much. So she walks in and it says, "There were no cries nor calls. Agnes knew what she would have seen if only she'd looked. Blank and vacant gazes, with one exception. She could hear him kicking at the far end of the room, building his strength. He was preparing for something, although she couldn't say what. Maybe she really was insane." And so then she walks over to him, to this guy who is completely different from everyone else in the room. Everyone else seems to be like sedated or like almost like lobotomized perhaps. And he's like kicking, he's screaming, he's like like he's voguing on the spot, you know, like he's doing it, he's doing everything. And so our main character, or our girl Agnes, is like, you know what I should do? I should put my finger in his mouth. I'm sorry, have you ever, and I'm being serious, have you ever put your finger in a baby's mouth and then immediately regretted it? Because first of all, I have. It was the biggest mistake I've ever made, because children, if you put your finger in their mouth, they'll bite down, and they don't understand pain, I don't think, so it'll hurt like a motherfucker. And so she does, but he apparently also, it's referenced that he only has gums, like they've like removed his teeth, which is kind of fucked. Still, he hurts her, so she pulls away or whatever. And it says, Agnes pulled back, cursing, and let out a short, anxious moan. That's its true nature, she thought, a carnivore. First of all, she's like referring to him as it, which is suspicious. So yeah, anyway, I just wanted to let you know that the first prologue chapter thing, I'm already so confused. I'm already like, what is going on? And I want to know. So just thought I would update you. I have about 40 minutes left to my sprint, and I'm gonna spend that time reading this book. So I might also eat something. Anyway. Okay, I figured I should let you know what's going on, because I am amazingly 80, like almost 90 pages into this. 90 pages. So I just got off of reading sprints with my patrons. Lauren's gonna be home soon. We're gonna go to Bed Bath & Beyond and see what they have on sale, because all their stores are closed. I do have a bug. I'm also making my content calendar for May. I know it's a bit early, but I don't know. I'm just feeling like very inspired. Hi, Bug. He's so cute. So I wanted to talk to you about the book so far. So our main character is this woman who's like a detective. She's like very, very good at her job. She's like the best person. Like she is the superintendent, and she's a bit older. I love her so much. Like so excuse the fact that I have salad dressing. I was eating salad earlier. She's literally a badass. She literally doesn't give a flying fuck, and she will destroy you. Like there's this guy that's like somewhat new, and he keeps just being like fumbling and, you know, blah blah blah, and saying all this stupid shit, and she just like continuously reads him to fucking filth, and it's so good. I love her so much. And the book is going between like the present day where this like murder has happened, but then it's also going back to like 1970s to this school. I'm not even sure what it is. It's very suspicious, and I'm a bit confused as to how they're connected, but I'm interested. Like I'm for sure interested, because it seems like the school / hospital in the 70s was this place where people were experimented on perhaps, or people weren't, I don't know, like it just seems super suspicious, like the whole thing. I'm trying to pick up pieces to see like where things connect, and so far there are no pieces. Maybe the killer, excuse also, I was eating ice cream. Maybe the killer was one of the people at the school, but I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know, Tiffany. Oh my gosh. And then what's also, first of all, heartbreaking, but also interesting, and something that like I'm really enjoying about the book is that our main character, Teresa, she's an older woman, right? And it seems as though she has early onset Alzheimer's or dementia. And so there was literally just a scene where she's talking to a bunch of like other cops and like detectives and stuff. And they're talking to her and they're asking her a question. And then she literally has like a moment where she's like, who the fuck is that guy? I know him, but I don't know his name. Like, what is his name? Also, what am I doing here? Where is this? What, like, I was like, oh my God, Teresa. It's horrifying to read from her point of view of like these like small moments that she's fully aware of after the fact, but can do nothing about. She just keeps lying to herself, like saying like, oh, I'm just forgetful. But she knows in the back of her mind, like exactly what's going on, exactly what's happening. And it's heartbreaking. I'm very excited to see what happens next. I'm excited to see where it goes. I honestly, okay, and this could be unhinged, and I think it is. And that is, I think I know who did it. I have a theory, and my theory is saying it out loud is so stupid, but my theory is that the killer is one of the children. Literally, it's such a stupid theory. I was reading the book and I was like, oh my God, I'm so smart. I'm a genius for figuring this out. I don't think I am, actually. Saying it out loud, it's a bit outlandish, isn't it, darling? Because like the victim is this like grown man, like this grown ass man. Maybe like a group of children could do it, you know? I am suspicious though of Diego. If you know, you know. He's like one of the children. Also, something that I like about this book is that it's going through the point of view as well of the children. So we're seeing things from Teresa, from her new like shitty partner, and then we're also seeing things from these children who are being like directly affected by these crimes. And then also we're going back in time to Austria in 1997, where all of these experiments or school things were happening. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go because my roommate's gonna be home soon. So I'll see you later, okay? Bye. Hello, it is Friday. Yesterday I didn't update you because I was a bit busy all day, and today I just finished cleaning my mattress, like literally soaking it and like sucking up all the liquid, and I'm like exhausted now. I'm like so tired, and I'm really hoping that it's like not still wet by the time that I go to sleep, because I don't want to sleep in a wet bed, or I don't want to sleep anywhere other than my bed rather. I have a few things to update you on. So number one, I got a coffee table and a bedside table. You may have seen them. Let me show you it once again though, just in case you didn't see them. Okay. Ignore how messy the living room is, first of all. I have my shit everywhere. This is the bedside table and this is the coffee table. Let me show you, okay? They're gonna fit my dark academia theme aesthetic so beautifully, all right? Let me show you. So first of all, the coffee table, number one, it was $15. It was $15 motherfucking dollars, darling. Like, listen, she's got character. Why do I have this accent? She has character. Like, she's not perfect, but nobody is, you know? None of us are perfect. So the fact that she has like little scuff marks here and there, that's fine with me. I don't really give a flying fuck. She's very vintage. She does smell like an old woman, and I kind of love that. There's a drawer, which I love, just in case I have like secrets, you know? Secrets to keep. And then she has this, and then look at her legs. Oh my god, she's stunning. Oh, look at her. Okay, my battery's about to die. We also have the nightstand. Again, ignore the mess, but look at how pretty she is. Also, guess how much she was? She was $15. $15 for her. Like, also, I got these frames because I want to do like a gallery wall. Look at this. Oh my god, they're literally stunning. So I got a bunch of frames, 3 to be exact, all of them having like this beautiful like vintage wood vibe, and also they were all like $10 together, like so cheap. Anyway, okay, so she has this whole thing which I figure I could fill up with like my currently reading, you know what I mean, or like my TBR, because I think that would be really cute. And then a drawer again for my secrets. You could keep your weed in here. So these are the pieces of furniture I got yesterday. They're both beautiful. I'm obsessed. I can't wait. Like, I'm so happy, because I was really stressed out about finding like a bedside table, because my current bedside table is actual trash, like, as I'm sure you know. If you've seen it, you know. And then I don't have a coffee table, and I don't want that one. I wanted something vintage, something used, something that has character, you know what I mean? And she has character. Like, look at her. She's seen some shit, you know? I don't know if it's just me or if anyone else does this, but I'm like literally terrified that like anything that I buy secondhand is like possessed. Saying it out loud, I seem crazy, but like there's like a fear in me that like if I buy something secondhand that's like older, there's a possibility that it could be haunted by something or someone. Like, I've seen too many horror movies for that not to be a fear. So yeah, that's just like random. Anyway, so I have the coffee table and the bedside table now, which I'm so happy about. I'm so happy. And then yesterday also I took a bunch of books to the Goodwill, and I donated them. Not all of them, but you know, at least I would say a fourth of the books I have. Maybe a sixth. Anyway, but my dumbass, I put the book I was currently reading, Flowers Over the Inferno, as I was, you know the one, I've been talking about it. I put it at the bottom of my bag, and then I put a bunch of books over on top of that book in my bag to also to donate. So maybe you can guess what happened, Tiffany. Maybe Brendan, you know what happened, because I donated the book I was currently reading. My dumb ass donated by accident the book I'm currently reading, was currently reading. Oh my God, I can't even tell you like how annoyed I was with myself. Like, and only that, but like, there was like a moment where I was like, did I put the book in my bag? Or like, oh, and I did. I did. But I did finish Flowers Over the Inferno. Even without the physical copy. I just listened to the audiobook last night. And also good news, we went back to the Goodwill and I was like, hey, I donated a book I didn't mean to. I'm currently reading it. And they were like, yeah, this happens sometimes. And I was like, oh my God, thank God. They looked around. They told me to look in the store to see if it'd been like put out. I couldn't find it. They couldn't find it. So I gave them my number, and like the title and everything. And they said like, we'll call you if we find it. And thankfully they called me today and they were like, we have it. And I was like, oh my God. I did not want to get rid of that book. I really enjoyed it. Spoiler alert. 4 stars. 4 stars. It was really, really good. So I'm glad that they found it. I'm glad I have it back. My roommate picked it up. So when she gets back home, I'll have it back in my grasp. Once again, Tiffany. After our day of fun with my roommate, because we went to like the thrift store place where I got the furniture. It's not really a thrift store. I don't know what to call it. We went to the mall. That was like a stupid decision because like it was just like there was no point. There was really no point. We were there for like 10 minutes and then we left. We also had dinner with Vaseline Steve because yesterday was his birthday. So we went to dinner. We had Indian food. I have my leftovers on the counter. I'm like literally going to heat them up right as I finish talking to you. But we had dinner. You might have seen. It was so fucking good. Like, that particular Indian place is my fucking favorite. Their food is so good. Oh my God. Like I literally, every single time I go, I am just like the happiest person who's ever existed. Like I love it so much. It's so good. Then I ordered like this chocolate cake they have at the restaurant. But then the server brought Steve one too. Because he was like, oh, it's your birthday, like have some cake. And it was so cute. It was so nice. But Lauren and I, my roommate, we paid for Steve's dinner as a birthday gift because it was quite expensive. It was like $70, $80 each. But it was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. So I guess I should talk to you about Flowers Over the Inferno. I really liked it. I'm surprised I finished it so soon. Like I'm literally surprised. Like when I lost the physical book, I was like, how am I gonna read this? Like I'm literally doing a reading vlog right now with this book. It was fine. I just did a little bit of crafting. Honestly, also, and this might be psycho, and I don't know if anybody else does this, but I literally just sat in bed and listened to the audiobook. I didn't do anything. It was just this, like it was literally just this. I didn't do anything. And I don't know if anybody else does that, but I did. And I felt a bit weird doing it, but it was also kind of nice. It was also kind of like relaxing to just like, not do anything. Because oftentimes I think when I'm listening to audiobooks, I should be multitasking. But honestly, I think I want to try just doing nothing. And just letting that be fine. You know what I mean? I have a very difficult relationship with rest. And I think it stems, of course, from university, which is a fucking scam. Anyway, that's completely besides the point. Flowers Over the Inferno was really, really good. I loved it. The first part of the book, it hooks you, especially like the first chapter, like the prologue. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I can't even tell you how much I fucking love Teresa. She was the baddest bitch. The baddest. She's somewhat elderly. She's probably, I think, like in her 50s to 60s. It doesn't actually say how old she is, but she's probably like in her 50s or 60s, maybe even her 70s. She's older. She's this badass detective. She's so smart. She knows so much about her field and about serial killers and about people who kill other people. Like, she's so good. And then also just the fact that she doesn't take anyone's shit. Like the fact that like this new guy shows up and he's like, and she's like, how about you sit the fuck down? How about you sit the fuck down and maybe be humble. She literally humbles him so many times. It's iconic. There were so many moments where I was just because Teresa would literally read him to fucking filth. It was so beautiful. I really loved theorizing about things, even if I sounded insane by being like, the children did it. Like, that's fucking crazy. I really liked theorizing. I liked listening and taking in clues and trying to piece together in real time with the characters, like what was happening. I loved it. I loved it. The actual person who's doing it, it was wild. The beginning of the book, never. I never would have suspected, ever. No, although actually there was another sort of like villain antagonist. There was like the killer, but then there was like the real antagonist. The real antagonist I caught on to lickety split. Lickety split. I knew exactly who it was. Does anybody say lickety split anymore? Anyway, my hand is literally getting tired from holding this camera. Oh my god, being a YouTuber is so hard. I loved it, dude. I loved it so much, and like I love the route it took with the killer, with the person who's doing all of these things. I love how it's not your cut and dry type of thing. Like there were nuances that Teresa and the rest of the detectives and police or whatever that had to factor into when they were conducting their investigations. Like there were so many things where it's not just like, oh, he or she killed people, so therefore like they're bad and like they need to go to prison forever and be killed themselves. Like there were so many things that made me think about like what is ethical in terms of like rehabilitation, even though like that literally doesn't exist in the prison system. But I loved it, dude. 4 stars. Anyway, what I'm going to read next, because I've been talking your ear off for so long, and this is the last day of this weekly reading vlog, but I will be back next week with another weekly reading vlog. I'm going to be vlogging from now until probably maybe forever. I don't know. I'm toying around with the idea of doing weekly vlogs a lot more often, and like maybe doing like 3 to 4 a month, because I like creating the content. I like it. I really want to post more, but if I'm not spending money, it's harder. Do you know what I mean? Like it's harder to like post book hauls or post like come shopping with me videos. And so I like the idea of doing weekly vlogs. Let me know what you think down below. And of course I'm still going to do like thematic vlogs, but I do really like the idea of doing like weekly vlogs and having that be like a large part of my channel. Anyway, what I'm planning on reading next, that I might finish today, I don't know, we'll see, is Sealed by Naomi Booth. This is like a horror thriller about like an apocalypse and this woman who's pregnant and like maybe her vagina seals up. I don't know. I'm gonna start this. So anyway, I'm gonna go because I'm really hungry and I want to eat, and I'm gonna eat my leftovers. So bye. Hi, welcome to the last clip of this vlog. My cat has decided that it's time for him to be an acrobat, and he's just fucking, he's dancing along this table. Can you stop, sir? It's been, I think, a few days. It's been 2 days. It's Sunday. And I wanted to update you. So I am like an hour away from finishing this book. And I have to tell you right now, my friend, that I have never wanted anyone more to die than the main character's husband. The main character's name is Alice and her husband is Pete, or Peter. And Pete, if you're watching, Pete, suck a dick. Okay, you can suck a big bag of dicks. I hate Pete so much. So in this book, there's like this like disease. They moved to this like smaller area in hopes of getting away, or at least our main character is. She's very much like a germaphobe. She's very much like very, very, very cautious. Like, I think most of us have like that one friend like who during COVID was like doing every single thing that they could to not get COVID. I know somebody like that. Okay, and she's giving that energy, and I feel like this book would be triggering to read if it was 2020. Like 2020, I would be like this is too close to comfort. It's too close to home. Everybody there seems very like flase blah. What's the saying? Flase da? It's flase da. Everyone's very flase da about the sickness. And some people don't even like believe it exists. But our main character is like, what'd you say? What were the statistics? What'd you say? And her husband is like, you're literally fucking crazy, Alex. Get it together, Alex. You're a fucking psycho. Like, he's the worst. Anytime Alex has like concerns or is worried about getting sick or the disease being more contagious or there being an outbreak, her husband comes in and is like, you're literally fucking hysterical. You're like crazy. Get a grip. You're ruining everyone's vibe. Like, I hate him so much. And I truly hope, and like, I don't know if this is going to happen because I haven't finished it yet, but I truly hope that this motherfucker gets murdered. And I hope it's Alice to do it. I hope Alice fucking kills him. Or I hope he dies from the disease because he's the worst. I've never wanted any other character to die more than Pete. Ooh, Pete. I would throw hands immediately with you. Like, meet me in the parking lot. That's where I am with it right now. Overall, also, I finished this, and I don't think I talked about it actually. I don't remember if I did. I finished this. I'm going to end the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here and for, being the best. Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful day. Don't forget to hit subscribe because we talk about spooky shit. We talk about creepy shit. We talk about the inferno and being sealed. Ugh. Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. Goodbye. Au revoir. Goodbye. 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 Okay, bye.